everyone, my name is Jaybird and welcome back to Amorous. And yes, I am recording this a little bit later than normal. I kinda fell asleep. I kinda fell asleep when I got home. But it's okay, cause I don't have school tomorrow. It's officially spring break time. So hooray. Anyways, let's just jump into it. Oh god. This one? Right? Wait. Right? Do we go on a date with her? Wait. Oh. Yeah, let's call Mercy. I should let Mercy know I'm on my way. Wow. The day after. I should let her know I'm on my way. Ring, 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 ring. Click. Hello? Hey, Mercy, it's Jaybird. Hey! Sorry if the signal is bad. I'm in the car. That's fine. Just about to head out for the trail. I'll see you there, right? I hope so. I'll be in blue sportswear. Mercy, you know you're purple and blue, right? I think I'll find you. What? I'm purple? When the hell did... Yeah, you got me. Just get yourself there, jokester. Yes, ma'am. Click. I'd better grab my exercise gear. Okay, water, snacks, deodorant! Needing to stay hydrated today? Huh? Don't forget to pack the other essentials. Remember, always come prepared. You don't want to improvise that, trust me. Oh my god, please wear pants around me. I do not want to see that bulge. That is disgusting. This is a family-friendly channel. We do not accept this disgusting crap on my channel, but it's still gonna be on my channel regardless. But that does not mean I approve of it! Ew. This one time, there was this jar of sour Finish that, and I'm never taking you out for Mexican again! Fine. Speaking of diets, what's with the getup? I'm going for a hike up on that hill outside of town. Never seen that place during the day. Well, if you're doing the fitness thing in the mornings now, need company? Kobe, 3 things wrong with that. 1, I don't think the tight pink briefs are gonna cut it on the trail. 2, it's already 1:30 p.m. He stretched and shook his rump in the briefs, as if to say he didn't think either of those things were a problem. What the fuck is wrong with you? I am your sister! I mean, granted, I'm not related to you by blood, but still, that is disgusting. I'm still on club time. Commonly referred to as being a late... I can't say. I didn't know what that was. And 3? What? You said 3 things. Got a third burn there for me? Nah, it's nothing. Try again. I blushed. Okay, maybe I wasn't ready to talk about Mercy with him just yet. Oh? You have a date, don't you? And you weren't gonna tell me? Yeah, because you don't know how to keep pants on! Damn it! I'm not allowed to be mysterious. Spill. Alright, I met someone at Amorous the other night. Ooh, who, Jack? No, wait, he's one of mine. Mercy, the satyr girl with the purple horns? Yeah, I think I saw her. Green dress, slinky number. Slinky number? What? Sleeking number, drinks, cocktails. Blue dress. You'd know. Dong, cute. Hey, don't give me that baby's first date look. Fine, fine. So, gonna show off your powers? Gonna try and keep up at least. Well, she's the one who's taking you out to get all sweaty and tired together, I guess. Look, I'd love to stay and get the dating 101, but I'll be late, Cobes. Don't let me keep you. Enjoy your go-to girl. Kobe. I mean, enjoy getting physical with Mercy. Kobe! Sorry, it just bleeded out. Ugh, why do I tell you anything? Too horny to keep it to yourself? Oh my god, fuck you. Text me puns during the date and I'll kill you. Despite his teasing, Kobe had a point. Alone on the trail, sportswear, I couldn't wait to see what Mercy would be wearing. Ooh, no drink, no drama. If I didn't fuck this one up, I might stand a real shot here. 5 minutes late. Damn it, Kobe. Jaybird! Oh my god. Look at that. I thought you ditched. Can I look at the... I just want to look at the image for a second. How do I hide this? Mercy was waiting for me near the start of the trail. She didn't seem mad, just amused as she made her way over. A small backpack in one hand. As promised, she was in a sports bra and shorts, baring her smooth midriff. Can I please hide this for a second? I mean, just look at that bulge. Look at that. You're not what you say you are. I'm just kidding. She's probably just trans. You blink really slow as fuck. Look at that. Woo. Her shorts hugged the curve of her hips tantalizingly. Different kind of showy to the dress maybe, but I wasn't complaining. To use her compliment. I'm going to compliment her. Wowzer, you look great. Thanks. Not so bad looking yourself there. I felt her eyes run over me in return, flushing a little as she smiled that same confident smile she had at the club. Sorry. Kobe's teasing was fresh in my mind, the shortness of her shorts, the supportive top cupping her bust. Wowzer was the least I could say. Lucky me. Thanks. Glad to hear it. It's a couple of miles around the trail. How's that sound to you? Sounds alright to me. I've got the afternoon freed up either way. Don't worry. You can set the pace. I picked up a few things for after, sandwiches and stuff. I figured we could have a picnic. Sounds great to me. Beats the sports bars I packed. I didn't get to finish that. Good. Well, better get started. The outfit is made for exercise after all. With that, we headed off towards the nature trail side by side. The sun was high and the way forward was a well-worn dirt path. I didn't get to finish that. Oh hey, well, that's a camping spot that I did freaky stuff with Lex in. Mercy, on the other hand, I didn't get to finish that. I didn't get to even read that at all. So, you take this path every day? Pretty much. It gives me a chance to clear my head. Anyway, after the other night, a little detox was in order, huh? Makes sense. Good to be health conscious at least. Right. Oh, hey, watch out for these rocks. They can be loose going down here. But yeah, I tend to do gallery paperwork in the morning. Then come out here. Good idea. I guess I've never gone to a gallery in the middle of the afternoon on a weekday. Exactly. I tend to work in the evenings mostly. That schedule can suck. I've worked it a few times myself. I always struggle to find time to socialize, working when everyone. I didn't get to finish that. It's not like I don't get chance to cut loose sometimes. I make a fool of myself at the club, for example. Which I'm certainly thankful for. I'm glad you're making the most of your afternoons. I've got to say, I didn't expect it to be this beautiful up here. You can't beat a breath of fresh air. Get away from the roads and noise a little. It's a good place to come in the evening, too. Yeah, it's quite the make-out point, I imagine. Gasp! Jaybird, are you saying you've held hands with a girl before? For shame! Should I be worried about cooties? We're both adults, so I'm not really interested in hearing anything that'd make me jealous, but I don't exactly need the innocent act. It's not an act. I'm gonna say it's not an act. Yeah, act, sure. Well, okay. I should be happy to get you here first then. How about that? It was hard to stay self-conscious with her eyes gliding over my blush and her infectious grin. I let my arm swing out so my hand could stroke across the back of her own. Wait, what? Alright, I'm glad I get the tour from you anyway. Mercy took my hand as we stepped down a steeper part of the path. We simply shared a grin. The path wound steadily down through the trees as we made our idle chat. What musicians we enjoyed, how long we'd been in the area, the usual. Before I knew it, we'd whiled away much of the route down and had started the harder ascent back towards the parking lot. I don't fucking know. I was here with Mercy and she knew the trail better. The chance to spend more quiet time beside her was first and foremost in my mind. I didn't really think showing off was what either of us had in mind for the afternoon. Anyway, better not to wear myself out and spend the— I didn't get to finish that. Mercy found the pace easy enough, and as we forged up on the hill, breathing heavily, there wasn't much talking to be had as we took the natural step formation of the slope up towards the summit. Flushed with the effort, I had to admit the proximity to the athletic satyr was having an effect on me too. Thighs pumping side by side, I couldn't help but sneak glances when my footing was safe enough to do so, the cream fur of her underbelly tensing with each step up. The bright blue of her sports bra drew my gaze more than once as it held her bust firm despite the exertion. If she noticed my wandering eyes, she didn't say anything in her sideways glances to check on me. Phew, almost there. Taking the last couple of steps up, I huffed triumphantly, catching my breath as we stood side by side to look down at the tree line spread below us. We did it. Yeah, and under the time I figured on. Putting me through my paces, her pitiful grin was quick to return as her eyes looked me over. Maybe, and showing off a little. Didn't want you thinking I'm only good for looking pretty and drinking cocktails. Hey, if you do this every day, then consider that myth officially— I didn't get to finish that. Mission accomplished, then. How'd I measure up, anyway? For ego's sake. Taking a deep drink from her water bottle, she cocked her head a little, giving me another look over in an almost predatory way. You passed with flying colors. I wasn't so sure on your stamina, but now I know how far I can push you. Oh my God, fucking damn it, okay. Give me a few more weeks on this hill and I'll give you a run for your money. I can wait. Anyway, there's more than one way to get breathless up here. Oh my God. Let's not pretend like the tight outfits and pending bodies weren't of mutual enjoyment. All part of your grand scheme, I assume? Schemes, plots. Can't we just say nice outfit you have there and know what we really mean? I met her eyes and felt the grin spreading across my face as I took a gulp of water. I'm glad I could stand up to your test drive. 10 out of 10. Nice outfit you have there yourself, Mercy. Glad you like it. Well, we can keep talking about our outfits until evening. Or we can have sandwiches? I want a sandwich. God! I'm hungry. I need dinner. I haven't had dinner yet. Stopping quickly at our mutual cars gave me time to catch my breath and reapply deodorant, toweling off and grabbing more water for us both. Kobe had managed to only send 3 texts whilst we were gone. He must have found someone to hang with too. I wasn't sure who was a worse tease, Mercy or Kobe. Certainly they probably whip each other into a frenzy, but her abject compliments weren't far from my own thoughts. If I was really being honest with myself, I might have been a little disappointed if she was shy and reserved without the drink. When I returned from the car, Mercy had picked out a spot in the grass and set down a small hamper. My stomach growled immediately. Help yourself! You made all this stuff? Sitting down beside her, my legs were certainly feeling that hill now. Mercy had laid out a few thickly sliced and wall-stacked sandwiches. She even had chips and a few deli snacks. Honestly, most of it's from the store. Not much of a cook? I can cook, yeah. I just didn't have long between work this morning. She gave me a sheepish grin, which she tried to hide behind her sandwich half. Anyway, I wasn't sure when you'd be joining me. Did you think I'd bail? I hope not, but we didn't settle on a day after all. As I helped myself to one of the cheese-stuffed peppers, I caught her mouth with a quick thanks again before returning to her contented grin. So, I was meaning to ask, you talked about music, TV, all that stuff, but you never mentioned your own art. You have a gallery, right? She nodded, clearing her throat with the water as she rested back in the grass on her elbow. The sun played through her hair, and I simply watched her for a moment, forgetting all about the food. I used to, a long time ago. Honestly, I wasn't all that good. I must have been giving a pretty obviously puzzled look because she laughed. I graduated from art school and everything, but the gallery was actually my aunt's. She passed away, and since my own parents know squat about art, let alone managing a gallery, they passed it on to me. Ah, that makes more sense. I wasn't sure if you were just being modest. Nah. She looked wistful for a moment before shaking it off. My aunt was well liked in the art scene. I just keep her community spirit. I rent a couple of studios out to local artists, a few friends from college, you know? I'm sort of a glorified secretary. You don't get to slip your own art into the exhibits? Sounds more important than that. It's cool that you can preserve your aunt's legacy and give it back to... I didn't get to finish that. I barely keep in contact with people from my last job, let alone from school. It sounds like a good way to keep the gang together. I'd love to meet them and see your gallery sometime. Oh, no. Not ready for that. Let's wait on that plan. I want a little more to tell them than I got drunk and gave you my number at Amorous of all places. Hey, I'm just your hiking buddy. I'm sure neither of us would make a fool of ourselves at a club. Right, thanks. Though considering a lot of them are artists and a similar age, they're pretty open-minded. She rolled onto her back, knees up and together, and looked into the sky, her infectious smile still strong. Hey, Jaybird. Yeah? Come be my pillow? What? Okay. Just for Laura. Actually, I should go. No. Fucking hell. Let's say of course. Sliding over to her, I sat on the edge of the blanket, allowing myself to fall back until our heads were almost touching, ear to ear, stretching my arm out. Expected her to use it as a pillow. Instead, she lifted her hips, pushing back with her hooves to bring the back of her head down to rest on my chest. That's better. Looking up at the clouds, I was glad she couldn't see the Cheshire cat grin I had on my face. I curled my arm around to gently stroke the soft fur of her shoulder. She let out a happy sigh, the back of her fingers running along the outside of my thigh idly. I wasn't sure how long we'd watch the clouds for until I woke up. Mercy had rolled over slightly, her snout resting on my arm with her left horn on the grass between the crook of my arm. Her hand was draped over my waist, fingers finding purchase and hugging me to her like a body pillow. I have to say, her cocky grins and teasing set my heart racing, but she was kind of cute when she was sleeping. Well, okay. My eyes traveled down her body. Her bust was pert, and the tight sports bra. She was practically spilling out of it with her arm under her. She certainly had a talent for picking outfits to show off her assets. Not that I could blame her, or ever dare complain, especially with the bird's eye view I had now. She shifted slightly and let out a small grumble under her breath, nudging me with her snout in such a way that made me think she had noticed my wandering eyes for a moment, for her own eyes were still closed. My eyes fell over her lap, and as I realized she was squirming for another reason. Admiring her this way, I felt a little bad, considering what had happened back at the club. It was best not to assume she was happy with her own situation. I let out a heavy sigh as if waking and softly ran my fingers across the arm that still had a grip around my ribcage. She groaned groggily and her eyes fluttered open to meet mine. Morning. Wow, didn't expect to pass right out like that. She stroked over my tummy a couple of times before propping herself on her elbow and straightening her hair. Hi again. I snickered, trying to hide the color in my cheeks from her wardrobe situation. Hey, hope I made a good pillow? Those lively blue eyes seemed to pick apart my facade in seconds as she twisted her thighs a little, rolling onto her tummy and biting her lip behind the veil of her forearms. Gooder dreams? Now that you mention it. The last thing I wanted to do was sound condescending, but broaching the topic felt somewhat like a minefield. She sat up quite quickly, blush spreading over her face as she put her hands over her lap. Sorry, didn't mean to make you self-conscious. Sighing, she looked out at the skyline for a moment, silence coming between us whilst I searched for something to say. It's okay, or I don't mind. No, what if she minded? She minded. Luckily, she cleared her throat and looked back my way as I pulled myself up to sit cross-legged. Okay, let's get into it. You know what I have going on downstairs. I'm sure you have questions. Whatever you're comfortable with. I'm here to listen, but you don't need to get into the deep stuff if this is going to bring up painful memories. I think I want to get it out. Geez, this is always so damn awkward. The simple we don't have all day version. I wasn't happy with myself growing up. I never really felt like I fit the role I was brought up with. With experimentation and a few misunderstandings, I realized how I felt about myself. Experimentation? You know, wearing certain clothes, acting a certain way, growing my hair out. I got compliments from it, and sure, that was nice, but it was the type of compliments that really stood out. I suppose that's when I realized how I felt about myself, gender-wise. It's not like they teach you that kind of stuff in school. I had to find out from LGBT circles and HooTube videos. HooTube? HooTube? I'll spare you the weepy coming out story. Honestly, most of my family and friends understood. I was kind of a depressed kid, and they saw how much happier I was being called certain names, using certain pronouns. She and her, right? Right. The rest, well, most of it is the wonder of modern hormone therapy. I got pretty lucky in that department genetically. Some girls don't get much depending on when they start. I admit, I've thought about those things myself quite a lot. Maybe that's one of the things that drew me to you. No, that's fair. Though I can't say I've gone quite as far down that path as you. My family still mess up pronouns. I'm not quite sure how that fits me anymore, but they mean well enough. You know I'd be happy to call you anything you wanted, right? I appreciate it, but that's okay. I'm not exactly sure where I stand on the matter anyway. Still working things out. Actually, I don't like that answer. Yes, I'm very sure. I can't imagine how hard all that must have been for you. She sighed and shook her head a little, a smile breaking through. It's not as bad as it used to be. I feel like I fit in most of the time now, save for the obvious differences. How do you feel about that part? You seem a little torn on that front. You come on pretty strong flirting, but I'm not sure how much you'd want that to involve you. Honestly, things used to be a lot clearer. She picked at the hem of her shorts absentmindedly, her pose seeming a lot more relaxed again. It used to be that women are this way, they have these parts, they do these things, but now? Well, I guess people are becoming more open about the spectrum of everything, and right now I don't quite know where I fit. Oh, are you one of those people who are like, oh, I'm trans, but I don't want to transition? Or, I mean, I guess that's, you know what, you're fair, that's fair. Sometimes I still feel like I'm falling short. Other times I'm happy with the tools I have. I wouldn't be so overt with my flirting if I didn't enjoy the body I have now. And maybe the clothes then, the pronouns and everything are enough for me? I'm honestly not sure. Doesn't help that the idea of surgery scares the crap out of me. See, that's fair. I hope you know that whatever you decide, I'd only want to see you happy, right? Thanks, Jaybird. I appreciate that. Wow, didn't mean to unload on you like that. Listen, I appreciate you coming out here with me. You've been more than understanding from the start. Hug her? For sure. Before she could say more, I slipped my hand around her waist and drew her close, hugging around her soft, feminine frame. She returned the gesture. Okay, we fell back onto the grass, arms around each other, her head resting on my arm as we simply listened to the world passing us by for a while. I'm sorry for dumping that stuff on you. I appreciate you being here. No need to apologize. I'm enjoying my time getting to know you, Mercy. That means the easy and the tough parts. I appreciate you talking about it. Cute. Beep. Wait, she's a goat and she took you to a mountain? Isn't that sort of cliche? Wait, mountain. Oh, revenge is incoming, Kobe. I was glad to part ways with Mercy on a I didn't get to finish the pun. On a positive note, the air seemed to have cleared between us. She recommended we meet up at a restaurant sometime, a date experience without sportswear. Not that I would be opposed to coming up on the trail with her more frequently, too. I told her I'd give her a call when I was free. It would mean taking a night. I didn't get to finish that. Well, at least we're twisting the waters. Well, at least we're twisting the waters. At least we're testing the waters. God. Well, with that being said, if you guys enjoyed this episode of Amorous and would like to see more of this cringy furry game, then leave a like down below, leave a comment down below, share it with your friends, subscribe if you haven't, ring that notification bell, and remember, die safely. Bye-bye! My throat is killing me. Send help, please. Or some liquids.